After any purification, the Shiva has uncovered a clue for your quest to purge the taint. You come at a good time, Rufran. I believe I have found the clue in my grandfather's records. There is a passage which tells of the time when the taint reached the forest via a subterranean water vein. Mr. Otoa traced it back to its source at Abalathia's spine, and there he purged the corruption. Lest you wonder, 'tis the mention of the water vein that interests me. Allow me to explain. Though the danger to the falsehood has become so dire to elicit emphatic warnings from the Great One, none of the Pados or hearers were aware of it. If we then consider the Great One's warning that the taint shall flood the forest, I am inclined to conclude that the fouled aether is being conveyed via water veins. Here's the passage Mr. Otoa purged the taint. A new source of corruption may well have manifested in the intervening time. First, I suggest we take our investigation to the central highlands of Kurthis, which form the southern edge of Abalathia's spine. Pray meet me at Camp Dragonhead. Keep with the Shiva at Camp Dragonhead. Everything is frozen over. I had read about the snow-swept mountains of Kurthis, but no amount of reading can substitute for seeing. I have a confession to make. This is my very first time setting foot outside the Twelveswood. The experience has proven to be at once fascinating and frightening, but I digress. While I awaited your arrival, I spoke with some of the knights about water veins. They say that one passes beneath the area just south of here. The area happens to be thick with fiends, and these fiends happen to have grown naturally aggressive of late. I would wager that the taint is to blame for this change. A short while ago, a band of knights departed for the area in question on a mission to cull the unruly creatures. Shall we go and join them? suspicions were correct. The taint has driven the fiends into a frenzy. Alara saved the knights, then sealed the cleansing. Duty calls, commence spell for a journey of purification. Suspicions were correct. The king has driven the fiends into a frenzy. Also, the knights then sealed the cleansing. I'll attend up to prayer and focus on loving our hearts. Fiends being drawn to the tank. See the way you feel the tank back. Is there no end to that? Right, and let's break it down. this roof around the taint. I trust you know what to do. We're in your debt. This energy, soothing and pure, tis precisely as my grandfather wrote. And your soul crystal, I believe, has taken on a new radiance. In all likelihood, the spirit of Master Otoa within has bestowed upon you greater power. I wonder, could it be that the act of purifying serves to empower the white mage? If this is true, it makes the Pajos' refusal to leave the forest even more incomprehensible. Sigh, how long will they allow their laws to dictate their actions to the detriment of reason? At any rate, there is not more to do here. Let us return to Camp Dragonhead. Speak with the Shiva. Let us review what we've learned. As we had suspected, the taint is being borne along the subterranean water veins. According to my grandfather's records, the headwater of the vein we just visited is situated further to the west. Unfortunately, it lies beyond the holy see of Ishgard. As foreigners, we will require special permission to pass through the city. I shall contact Stillglade Vane and request to have the Elder Seed Seer issue us with the necessary papers. Of course, were one of the Seed Seers here, we would not have to go through all this hassle. I shall survey the lay of the land in order to ascertain our next destination. Meanwhile, I suggest you take the time to accustom yourself to your newfound power. I shall be here when you are ready to resume our mission. Purifying the taint, you gain new ability. The girl with the dragon tissue. Shiva is ready to resume the mission to purge the taint. Stone 3 deals earth damage with a potency of 210. I'm terribly sorry for the wait we put in. It has taken a while, but our request to pass through Ishgard has been granted. We may now continue onto the western highlands. First, I suggest we make a brief stop in Falcon's Nest. If there has been an anomaly in the area, The locals may be able to tell us something. Speak with the Shiva at Falcon's Nest. So this is Falcon's Nest. To think that the architectural styles can differ so even within the same nation. Going to new places is a veritable feast for the senses. Such wonders grandfather must have beheld in his dreams with Master Othello. But such musings must wait. We have a task to do. Let us begin by speaking with the people here. When you have finished, pray come and meet me at the hamlet's northern entrance. Gather information at Falcon's Nest. I am unfamiliar with this taint of which you speak. We do consider the dragons unclean, however. Speaking of the beasts, lately there have been reports of a strange woman skulking about their remains. We are on the lookout for her, lest she prove to be a heretic. Never heard of it. We've had a strange visitor, however, a foreign woman with the stench of death about her. Suspicious as she was, I decided to steal a peek at her belongings and, forgive me, but the mere recollection of it is like to bring up my breakfast. Anyway, after that, some few of us confronted her and demanded to know her purpose, but she refused to say a word. Nay, she looked straight through us with empty eyes and left the hamlet. As I recall, she was headed to the north and west. Wherever it is she has gone, we are well rid of her. Foreign woman who reeked of death. After we confronted her, she left the hamlet and struck out to the north and west. We are well rid of her, I tell you. Strange woman is one spoken about dragon army. Should you catch sight of her, we would thank you to inform us. Speak with the Shiva. The rumors of this strange woman are on everyone's lips. This is likely but a coincidence, but it appears we are heading in the same direction as her. There are water sources in the northwestern corner of the region, frozen lakes to be precise, and I would take our investigation there. I mislike the sound of this woman, and I'd sooner not cross paths with her, but we have a mission to fulfill. Let us keep moving. Speak with Shiva south of the Slate Mountains. Good gods, the stench is overpowering, even in this frigid climb. Forgive me for interrupting, but what are you doing? Searching. This made rather more damage than I would have liked, but it will serve. After all, the experiment proceeds apace. Experiment? What in the heavens are you doing? Why must I justify myself to you? Well, I suppose you have no obligation to do so. It's just not every day that I see someone rummaging through a dragon's corpse. So I frighten you then? You find me repulsive like the rest of them? No, you misunderstand. I didn't mean to give offense. Whatever you do is your business. to be sure, but it isn't safe to be alone out here. What would you suggest then? That I find a stout protector like your friend? As if anyone would be willing to help me. Disorder you, don't they? They sent you to hound me, haven't they? To remind that witch Alakwa that she has no place in the world. Alakwa? I am warning you, leave me alone. Well, that was certainly queer. I know not what compelled me to speak with that woman, Alakwa. I believe she called herself. And I must confess to being morbidly curious about her experiment. But I mustn't let myself be distracted. We have work to do. Unless I am mistaken, the taint is manifested in this area. Let's split up and search for it. Find the taint and purify it. Hostile presence. Cracked ice sprite. Found the taint and purified it? Well done. I cannot help but wonder, is it truly a coincidence that the taint chanced to have manifested where we met Alakwa? Or being frozen to the bone isn't conducive to conversation. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and warm ourselves before we discuss matters in earnest. With the Shiva. Near recent effort, I sense that your powers continue to grow. Suffice it to say, this is a boon to our cause. The mission proceeds smoothly thus far. If we continue following the water vein, it shall lead us to the source of the taint. As for the stranger, Alakwa, never have I felt so unsettled in someone's presence. The thought that she might be connected to the taint also bothers me, but until we know for certain, it avails us not to dwell upon it. For now, I shall resume my investigation of water veins and try to deduce other locations where the taint might appear. Leave the investigative aspect of the mission to me, and pray continue honing your powers of purification. After all, no one else can purge the taint but you. Stone 3, deal 8 damage with the potency of 2 times. Stone 3. The Dark Blight riots. The Dark Blight riots. Ashiva has terrible news regarding the taint. Asize deals unexpected damage to all nearby enemies with a potency of 300. Restores own HP and the HP of nearby party members. Restores 10% of own MP. Terrible news, your friend. The manifestation of the taint you purged here has reappeared. The fiends nearby were driven into a frenzy all over again, and they reportedly attacked the night on patrol. Though the man managed to flee to the Convictory, his wounds are grievous, and to compound matters, the camp's chirurgeons are all afraid and cannot readily return. You are his only chance, your friend. You must go to the Convictory and save him. Speaking to Shiva. Can't die, guess what will become of my family. Have I been here before? I don't know if I have. Which other way? Oh, I have been here. He's in a bad way. Please hurry and tend to his hurts. Cast Cure 2 on the wounded knight. Cure 2? The pain fades. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, the danger is past. However, he will still require constant care for a time. I shall remain on land to help provide it. Meanwhile, you must go and purify the taint that has reappeared west of Banepool. Only you have the power to do so, Reaper, and please hurry before it can cause any more harm. You saved my life. Thank you. You must go and purify the taint that has reappeared west of Banepool. Please hurry before it can cause any more harm. Purify the taint. Oh shit. Pleased to say that, though the knight will make a full recovery. Had you not come to his aid, his comrades believed he would have died. I see you have already purified the tank. Good work, Reaper. I must say, though, that its reappearance baffles me. It should have taken far longer for befouled aether to accumulate. I am disinclined to believe that this came about by itself. Nay, I sense that someone had a hand in this. I spoke with the knight after he had sufficiently recovered. Shortly before he was attacked, he caught sight of the foreign woman who reeks of death, Alakwa. Wherever she appears, so too does the taint. I wasn't certain before, but now I'm convinced that it is no mere coincidence. Could it be that she is creating the taint? If so, to what end? Why would she do such a thing? I know not her designs, but her actions cannot be borne. Should the taint continue to manifest, both Kurthus and the Twelveswood would suffer unimaginable damage. Both Kurthus and the Twelveswood would suffer unimaginable damage. Still, Glenfane must know of this threat. I shall send the word to them. But I shan't raise my hopes that the seed seers will bestir themselves, just to assume that we are on our own. Now then, our priority now is to track down Alakwa. The knight said that she was headed west of the Dravanian Forelands. Let's take our search to the main settlement there. Tailfeather, I believe it's called. Speak with the Shiva at Tailfeather. try getting more information for good measures. Something encouraging me. There's a lot that I can be responsible for living with it. I'm not just having to like verifying it. You're welcome to my plantation. Here's the thing I was for the $100 leadership. I've needed their heirloom. Arrow creating fields wound damage with potency of 50 to target and enemies nearby. Okay, I'm dead. to the monetary stories of the good one lands. And I guarantee you won't find any of these frigates. We'll triple check. These little beauties are quite enjoying it. Now they're yours. So be careful with them, Give that overgrown with a little kicking your tail from me, yeah? We'll be waiting for you, friend.